Hello. Okay, next tutorial. This look is meant to be the magician from The Devil's Carnival, and I'll say it right now, this look is meant to look really, really rushed and messy, so it's all done on purpose, believe me. Because in the film he's meant to look like a really cheap, corny kind of bad magician, I think, so it's all done on purpose. Yeah. So if you'd like to see how to recreate this look, stay tuned. So the first thing that I'm going to do, as always, is block out my eyebrows. So I'll put a link here to one of my previous tutorials, just teaching you guys how to do that, just so I can save some time up in this video. So I'll block out my eyebrows and get right back to you. So once I've blocked my eyebrows out and they're completely covered with wax, I can start the next step, which is the foundation. So as usual, I'm going to use my Snazaroo Clown White. I'm not going to use any foundation mixed with it this time, I'm just going to use this on its own because I don't want any skin colour to come through at all. So I'm going to apply that all over my face, but stopping at the jaw. I don't want any on my neck or any on my ears. It's going to be like a mask. I mean, in the film, his entire makeup is applied really slapdash. That's not due to the makeup artist, obviously. It's just I think his character's meant to be a really cheap, cheesy, really corny magician that probably sleeps in the makeup, to be honest. So it's really applied roughly. I'm going to neaten it up a tiny bit because it's really hard for me to not blend an edge. So I'm going to blend the face and stop at the neck, but everything else we're going to try to apply it really roughly. So then when it's all applied, I can take my kabuki brush and I can start buffing this in, just so I can get rid of all the horrible streak marks. So once I've done that, I powdered everything with some Grimace translucent powder that I use in most of my tutorials, just because it gets rid of the shine and it makes everything last a lot longer and it makes everything look a whole lot more even. Then I'm going to take some Grimace Cream Red. This is number 504. To be honest, this is the kind of red you get in either an old age palette or in a bruise wheel. It's just a nice, really bruised kind of red. It's lovely. So I'm going to use it. Similar to my Scorpion makeup, I'm going to use it on the outside of my eye, lash line rather, and on top. So I'm going to use it as eyeliner basically, just to give it that really sore look that he seems to have on his eyes. There we are. So don't worry about how blocky it looks, because when we put the next stage on, the eyeshadow, it will start blending it in. As long as you've got the red as close as you can to your waterline, it's fine. So now I'm going to use my two colours. I'm going to be using two MAC eyeshadows, MAC Embark and Carbon, so black and brown basically. It's not got to look neat. He looks like he's just applied it and then gone on stage, so don't worry about that. So I'm going to go all around my eye area here, completely in my eye socket, by the looks of it, but I'm going to go slightly higher on my eyebrow and lower towards the edge, just so he looks like he's got that really sad expression. So firstly I'm going to go in with the brown. So you get this kind of a shape. So it's further out here than it is towards your tear duct. I mean, you can feel for yourself if you take the end of your brush, you can feel where your eye socket starts, and it's this shape here, as I've done here. So it's like he's got bruised eyes basically, or he's not slept for a few millennia. So then I can go in with the black and just darken it up. So really smoky, really messy, no real edges to be honest, just really blend it out. It doesn't matter if it starts tainting the area around it, because as I said, it's got to be messy. And it doesn't matter if you can see your eyebrows through it, because eyeshadow doesn't cling to spirit gum and wax very well at all. I don't think his eyes are even blocked out in the film, to be honest. I think you can still see them. The point is he's tried to block them out and that's it. So I'm not going to go to any great length to block my eyebrows out any further, so it doesn't matter if you can see them. So really, 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 really slapdash. Just keep thinking, keep repeating that to yourself, slapdash. Right, so as usual, I'm going to take my Collection 2000 eyeliner pen. I love these. And I'm going to start drawing on the eyebrows. So let's see, it's got a curve in the centre and it goes up like a normal arch, but the arch is actually thicker. So let's see. So make it really, really pencil thin and that kind of a shape. Yep. So I'm going to do the other eyebrow. So just make the arches a little bit thicker than the rest of them. I know it looks weird, but that's what he looks like in the film, so yeah. I feel like I've got to keep justifying this makeup to you guys because it's so messy, but it's meant to be like that, and oh well, ho-hum. So once you've got the eyebrows sorted, we can start on the moustache. So easy way to get the moustache would be to start it about a centimetre or so above the lip and below the nostril, but it starts just in the middle bit of your philtrum, so this bit here. So if I draw a line out, so once you've got this, the basic shape, just before you get to the, or just at the nasal labial folds, he's got this little squiggle. It looks like that kind of line you expect to see on a life machine at a hospital, so on a heart monitor rather, life machine. So it goes down, up, down, and then straight again. So there we are. So we've got this little up and down squiggle, and they both point outwards. Yeah. Then I'm going to take my sleek blush palette in 366, and I think I'm going to use the Pink Teeny. I've used it in a couple tutorials now. It's actually a really nice colour. He's got these really, really, really rosy cheeks. They're almost pink. They're more reddy, I think, so I think that'll work quite well. But I'm going to smile, and right on the apples of the cheeks, just at the very end of the tash, I'm going to do a circle of colour that's hardly blended out at all. It just really looks like it's been poof, then poof, and done. It's kind of pantomime Damie makeup, this. I'm just going to taper that out a tiny, tiny bit, not a huge amount. Don't try and make it neat. Don't try and make it even. Just try to forget everything you know about makeup at this point. I'm then going to take my Crayolan lip palette, and I'm going to use, I think, LF102, which is this reddy pinky colour right here. Because he's got, it's not really much of a lip shape, it's just straight across really. Just don't accentuate anything, just colour it in, don't worry about it being straight. I'm sure they didn't worry about it being straight, so so it's not really a block colour, it's more of a lip tint, and the fact that I've painted my lips white, hopefully this should just look like a cheap lipstick type smeared on. I'm just going to pull the colour slightly down on the edges just to give a really, like a sad look. And I want to do more to this look, but I think that's pretty much it. And that's it. So I popped in 2 green contact lenses, like the eyes he has in the film. I don't know if he wears contacts in the film, but his eyes certainly look like this, and they're quite crazy looking. So I popped on a top hat, a bow tie, a black bow tie, a waistcoat, a red shirt and a white shirt. That's the closest thing I can get to what he has in the film, so yeah. The cape I just quickly made, so it's not in great quality, so sorry, but it's black on the outside, red on the inside like he has in the film. Obviously the most important bit, aside from the top hat, is the wand. Now he's not got a regular wand in the film, it's not like a regular small sized wand, it's like almost as long as a walking stick, a cane. So what I did was I went out and bought a really cheap party shop cane, took the ends off, and I just taped some white tape around the edge of both of them just so it's the right length, and I think that's about right. So it's just another part of his character that makes him a bit more quirky, really, isn't it? Also, I should mention, underneath my hat, I slicked my hair down completely and had a side parting like he has in the film, so my hair is completely solid and it's completely slicked back. So thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you like it, make sure to rate, comment, subscribe as usual. And yeah, so until next time, bye. Well, who's the guy got mystified to get in tonight's action? We was robbed, Mr. Kitty.